Well, hello traders and investors. I'm LA Little and this is your daily NeoTA wrap. I take a look at these markets and do it from a neoclassical perspective, looking at supply and demand on the charts, using that information to make decisions about what this market wants to do next, its timing and its direction. As far as what happened today, let's take a quick look at the numbers here. It was an up day. It wasn't a huge day to the upside, but it was an up day. The Russell was the one to the downside. Gold and silver down slightly. We had the dollar up 0.5%. Up 0.75% early gave some of it back. If we look at the charts themselves, S&P hanging at the top, folks, just hanging there. A little bit more volume. You get over yesterday, you get a little bit more volume. Pushed up into this day before, pushed up into these highs. Can't quite get over it yet, but it's hanging up there. Nothing wrong with that. And if we look at the NASDAQ, look at the NDX, they're making new highs. You got a new closing high on the NASDAQ composite. You got the same thing on the NDX. They break swing point highs. Looking at the Russell's the one that can't get it going. Now, this was the leader on the way up. Still hasn't been able to do anything. Still range trading this big range. You've got all kinds of swing point highs at the top. And you've just got one now down here at the bottom. Actually, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this one here is the one that's going to try and print. Take another bar or two. And so, is anything wrong here? No, not really. Is there anything, you should be doing different? No, not really. Probably what you should be doing is stop trading. Don't overtrade these markets. Don't try to read too much into what we're seeing out here because there's not a lot to read into what's happening. XLV, I've been talking about, has been pushing higher. Biotech as well. Biotech got a little flip around today and sold down a little bit, but still, these sectors, money keeps rotating. That's what keeps these things higher. When money comes out of X, it goes into Y, and that's how markets go sideways to up instead of making corrections after a big push. Folks, I've got a real short show here. Honestly, there's nothing to do. You stay long, you stay strong, wait it out. It's essentially you're going to get a move. Probably going to get that pop up and finish off those ABCD structures to the top side. That's probably what's going to happen. Could we get a setback? Sure, you always can. It's in the context of a bigger move to the top side that has been in place and continues to be in place. And if you respect the fact that the trend is up, if you just kind of like mindlessly forget everything else, and if I pull over the long-term trend, right, this trend is up, folks. It has been up and it continues to be up. It will change at some point, but until it does, it doesn't matter, right? You got this big range here, really a contained range inside of it there. You're outside of it now, and you're trying to expand it to a double of what was the previous range. And so, when you look at it, you could even go a tighter one here, and it's kind of done that one already. So one could argue that maybe it's going to go sideways and eventually turn. But you don't have any evidence of it yet. And we could make up all kinds of assumptions, but until it shows us that that's what it wants to do, you just stay with the trend. That's it for tonight. It's a short show. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Not a lot more data coming out. People are on the fence here waiting on the next thing to happen to give them an idea about what to do. And until that happens, this market just grinds sideways to upward bias. Take care. Good night.